Ether is one of the most popular digital assets and powers the Ethereum blockchain. Back in 2018, then SEC Corporation Finance Director Bill Hinman stated that he believed Ether was not a security. Last month, CFTC Chair Benham expressed his view that Ether is a commodity. The State Attorney General of New York asserted in a court filing last month that Ether is a security. Clearly, an asset cannot be both a commodity and a security. Do you agree?
Actually, all securities are commodity under the Commodity and Exchange Act. It's that we are excluded commodities. But I would agree that a security cannot be also an excluded commodity and an included commodity. I'm sorry, Chair, just to talk about the Commodity Exchange Act more precisely.
Okay, so do you recognize, how would you categorize Ether then?
Look, I think that the general sweep of what Congress did, not just in the 30s, but as amended.
I'm asking you, sitting in your chair now, to make an assessment under the laws as exist. Is Ether a commodity or a security?
Without speaking to any one.
I know you've repeatedly said you're not going to speak to one, except you've spoken to one, Bitcoin. So I'm asking you to speak to a second one, the second largest market cap here.
And speaking to the tokens, there's 10 to 12,000. If there's a group of entrepreneurs in the middle,
asking about one.
The public is anticipating a profit based on the...
I'm asking you a specific question, Chair Gensler. I said this in private. This should be no shock to you. I'm asking this question. Is Ether a commodity or a security?
And again, it depends on the facts and the law, and if there's a group of individuals...
I'm asking you about the facts and the law sitting in your seat and the judgment you are making.
And so, Mr. Chair, I think you would not want me to prejudge because I'm also...
But you have prejudged on this. You've taken 50 enforcement actions. We're finding out as we go, as you file suit, as people get Wells notices on what is a security in your view, in your agency's view. I'm asking you a very simple question about the second largest digital asset. What is your view?
And my view is if there's a group of individuals in the middle that the public is anticipating...
All right, so let me just ask a second question then. Do you think it serves the market for an object to be viewed by the commodities regulator as a commodity and the securities regulator to be viewed as a security? Do you think that provides safety and soundness for the product? Do you think it provides consumer protection? Do you think it serves the value of innovation? I think no should be a very simple answer for you here.
I think
that uncertainty is bad, is it not?
And I think that Congress has said that there's one agency, the Securities and Exchange Commission, under this committee.
And you won't answer my question, and you're the head of that agency. So give me a break. Come on.
I'm answering it in the generic because you would not want me to speak about any one set of facts and circumstance.
Okay, so, but you've already spoken. Have you said anything about Bitcoin?
My predecessors and the agency itself has spoken to them.
Okay, but you're not willing to do the same about Ether. Okay, so let me just step back. There's a lack of clarity here in the marketplace. Can you at least agree to that?
I think that the clarity is there. The law is clear.
All right.
There's a group
so
of individuals
let me be explicit about this. The market doesn't see it. Your regulatory actions and the CFTC's regulatory actions say that there's a great deal of uncertainty here. It is the intention of this committee to fix that uncertainty and actually provide a sound legal basis for this.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leverage to technology, and I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023 in the first quarter, we would get an event, and now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. We all know this channel is shadow banned. Now, guys, in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events, and then also I give you the New World Order cryptos. But of course, you have to do your own research. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, guys, we have Bitcoin and cryptos up, and we know Gary Gensler is in the house. And I'll go over Gary Gensler, the NWO's chess piece, later on in the video. But guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We had yield rates which started off lower, moving up slightly, as you can see. But also we have the dollar down, and we know if the yield rates are down, dollar down, we know the market is going to be decent. And then, of course, guys, we have volume tether, USDC, and then we have the Fed. Repo at 2.2 trillion, and we know the central banks are raising rates and running off the balance sheet, so therefore they can destroy this legacy market so the fourth industrial revolution can rise, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. Now we have the Israeli central bank outline scenarios for issuing a digital shekel. And guys, we know no matter what country you're going to, they all have a plan for stable coins or CBDCs for this digital transformation. And we know Israel is planning for the US dollar downfall, and that's the reason why they're investing in China's yuan. Remember, guys, this is all planned out. Now we have the Bank of England preparing for a greater role of tokenization in finance. And we know everything's going to be tokenized and put on blockchain. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now, guys, don't forget about Grayscale, sitting about $25.5 billion. And now we have the Solana Trust goes public, OTC. And we know with the FTX drama and scandal, Solana was written off, but we definitely see it make a comeback. But getting over into a little crypto news, guys, we have Brian Armstrong says that Coinbase could move away from the U.S. if no regulatory clarity. And guys, you can't make this stuff up. Remember, Coinbase is a publicly traded company, which the SEC should have already told them was a security, was not a security, and then also give them the permission to hold the securities. The SEC could have made Coinbase the NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange of crypto. But we know they're stalling so the emerging markets can rise. Now we have Coinbase over in Europe helping the UK on Web3 Hub. Now guys, we have Nike releases its first digital sneaker collection on Swoosh. And guys, you know I've done plenty of videos on Ray Kurzweil, telling us all the items that we have in the real world would turn digital and then tokenized. And we're starting to see it move slowly. Remember, guys, it's a plan. It's going to move in phases. It's not going to happen overnight. And then also, guys, we have Smurf releases NFTs. And then we also have Starbucks releases its new NFT collection. Now we have MarginFi's Omni, new AI chatbot, plugs into your crypto wallet. And guys, we know how they sell us on these AI chatbots to make your life easier for you. And we know before the NWO brings crypto to the masses, it's definitely going to be seamless. And we know eventually these bots will be able to pull all the information from these blockchains. Now we have Cubase launches bank-grade Ethereum key management service, and Anchor is going to be its first key management customer. And of course, guys, they start with the institutions first. And then lastly, guys, we have Gary Gensler in front of Congress, and we see that it's all rehearsed. One congressman had his back up against the wall. When he asked about FTX, Gary Gensler had no answers. But of course, the congressman let him off the hook. We know the bank man was meeting with the CFTC and the SEC on a constant basis, and no red flags was raised. And we look at all the major projects that collapsed, you could clearly see what was going to happen. Once the Fed started shrinking liquidity, the SEC should have gave the investors a heads up. And you guys know I gave you a heads up long before, so we know for a fact these financial gurus definitely knew. And again, Gary Gensler is asked about Ethereum, which we all know he knows whether it's a security or commodity. He's not going to answer it because they have more drama to come. Remember, guys, this is nothing but a movie, and I'll be bringing you a second video on the topic. But remember, guys, your life is an illusion, and TV is your reality. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate. Not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Team Save the Village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Team Save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Drama Team goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.